Join me as I take on the challenge of living out Philippians 4:13 every single day this week. Can I really find unshakable strength in all that I do? You know, the concept of unshakable strength is one that I think we all crave in our daily lives. We want to be able to face whatever challenges come our way with confidence and courage, and that's exactly what Philippians 4:13 promises us, that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. But what does that really look like in our everyday lives? Stress, anxiety, and adversity are all familiar foes that can leave us feeling weak and defeated. I think we've all been there at some point, wondering how we're going to make it through the day, the week, or even the month. Financial struggles, relationship drama, health issues, the list goes on and on. It's easy to feel like we're stuck in a never-ending cycle of fear and uncertainty, and sometimes it feels like the whole world is against us, like everything is conspiring to bring us down. We're constantly bombarded with negative news and social media updates that can leave us feeling helpless and hopeless. It's no wonder we often feel like we're drowning in a sea of uncertainty. We're constantly trying to keep our heads above water, but it's exhausting. And in those moments, it's hard to imagine how we can possibly find the strength to keep going. But what if I told you that there is a way to break free from that cycle of fear and doubt? What if I told you that you have access to a source of strength that is greater than any obstacle you'll ever face? It's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse is more than just a nice Bible quote. It's a promise of empowerment, of transformation. It's a declaration of independence from the limitations of our own strength. And when we truly grasp this verse, it changes everything. For me, the power of Philippians 4:13 became real when I was going through a particularly tough season in my life. I was facing some intense personal struggles, and to be honest, I didn't know how I was going to make it through. But then I stumbled upon this verse, and something about it resonated deep within me. I realized that I wasn't alone, that I had a source of strength that was greater than my own, and that changed everything. Suddenly, I felt a sense of peace and confidence that I'd never experienced before. I knew that no matter what came my way, I could face it head on because Christ was strengthening me. And let me tell you, that feeling was liberating. There have been so many moments in my life since then when I've had to draw on that strength. Moments when I felt like giving up, like the pressure was too much. But every time I've gone back to that verse, and every time I've been amazed by the power of God to transform and strengthen me. It's not just about getting through tough times. It's about living a life of purpose and intention. It's about being able to say, regardless of what's going on around me, I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. One of the most powerful moments for me was when I realized that this strength wasn't just for the big things in life, it was for the everyday stuff too. It was for the mornings when I just didn't want to get out of bed, for the afternoons when I felt overwhelmed by my to-do list, for the evenings when I just wanted to collapse from exhaustion. It was for all those little moments when I felt like I just wasn't enough. And that's when it hit me. This strength isn't just for the extraordinary, it's for the ordinary too. It's for every single day, for every single moment, for every single breath. So what does this mean for us? It means that we don't have to be bound by our limitations anymore. We don't have to be held back by fear and doubt. We don't have to be controlled by our emotions and circumstances. We can live a life of unshakable strength, a life of confidence and courage. And that's exactly what I want to encourage you to do today. I want to challenge you to take hold of Philippians 4:13, to make it your own, to let it transform your life. In conclusion, understanding and applying Philippians 4:13 can literally transform our lives. It's not just a nice Bible verse, it's a source of strength, of motivation, of empowerment. So I want to leave you with a challenge today. How will you take hold of this verse this week? How will you apply it to your daily life? Share with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences with finding strength in Christ. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more uplifting content, because I'm all about helping you live a life of unshakable strength.